Hebraist Gadol, I'm going to teach you a Hebraist lesson. What my Hebraist Gadol? My Hebraist Gadol are all of the Caucasian, Arab Gadol, all of the white ethnic Gadol, whom I started converting them to Hebraist since 1965, 725 calendar for Hebraist era, to whom I am married since 1966, 726 calendar, 5 Hebraist era, whom I knew I did virgin, I consummated marriage to 1977, 5737 Hebrew calendar, 16 Hebraist era, as Genesis chapter 4 verse 1, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 1 to 4. My white sheep of my divine vision, 1993-94, 57-53-54 Hebrew calendar, 32-33 Hebraist era, whose Hebraist conversion I made permanent by defeating all of the old religious, business, economic, as well as political as well as science leaders in my debate 2005, 2007, 57, 65, 67 Hebrew calendar, 44, 42, 46 Hebraist era, whom I named Pemstrojdew Adgehs as Genesis chapter 3 verse 20, because you are my Eves, and I am your righteous Adam of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. Some may say United States law doesn't permit you to keep more than one wife. I'm aware of it. It is only human-made law. What human being is condemned, which God didn't condemn. In Hebraism, I could have unlimited number of wives. It's why I'm married to you, even though there is no marriage certificate from any earthly government. And to have pussy, I could have a pussy with an unlimited number of 3 million of mine, and no earthly government could hinder me, because there is no marriage certificate which the earthly governments are opposed to. But to have a marriage certificate, we are not criminals, we are crime fighters. So we will reform the human-made law which infringes on our individual rights and make it legal. So Hebraist Gadol, I'm going to teach you a Hebraist governance lesson. It is about dictatorship in the Republic of America, United States of America. The dictatorship, I observed, there is dictatorship in taxation. If you are a rich person, you'll be required to pay more tax, more percentage of tax than the poor or the middle class, because the tax system is progressive taxing system. It is dictatorship. The country is common for the poor, the middle class, the rich. Therefore, the burden, the tax burden, have to be equally laid upon the poor as well as the middle class as well as the rich. Flat tax is appropriate, the just tax, common for all. But other than it, you are rich, so I have to tax you more percentage, and if you don't pay it, I will jail you. It is dictatorship. The other thing, and the dictatorship I observed, is violating individual rights. The voters in America, they say it is their democracy, democratic right. They vote against the individual right of a citizen. They infringe upon the individual right of a citizen. They call it democracy, but it's not the truth. It is dictatorship, social tyranny. The other dictatorship I observed is the Supreme Court. Judges dictatorship. Supreme Court, whether the state or the federal Supreme Courts, they render just they administer justice to whichever complaint they want, and reject, and without reviewing, without seeing, without considering, reject any complaint brought to them. When the citizen wants justice to be administered to them, the judges reject by saying, by refusing to to consider the complaint. It is dictatorship of judges. The duty of the judge is to administer justice, and all the cases, all the complaints filed have to be administered justice, have to be reviewed. Dictatorship of Supreme Court judges. The other thing I observed is when a legislator proposes a legislation or sponsors a legislation, it goes to a committee and the chairman of the appropriations committee or whatever they call it, and it is only when the chairman and the committee brings it to the floor for voting, it will be voted on whether it gets votes, it earns votes, or loses it based on its merit in the floor. It's only when the chairman or the committee brings it to the floor. If they don't, then the legislation will not come to the attention of the legislators. It dies there. An individual or few individuals dictating the legislators, hundreds of legislators. The legislative committee who are in charge of it is dictatorship. The other dictatorship is the lawmakers, the legislators themselves. They legislate laws, they write into law the legislation which dictates the public, which has no benefit, no good for the public. For example, the 2010 health care law, all the legislators wrote into law is which coerces Americans to give free cash to insurance industry, a giveaway for which they don't get any benefit out of it. A free cash giveaway coerced by law. It is dictatorship. As long as any American citizen doesn't want it, they shouldn't have to be coerced into paying into a system which they don't consider as valuable for them. It is dictatorship. And when our Hebraist global government takes power, there is no law which should be made which infringes upon the individual right of any citizen. No law will be written which infringes upon individual right of any citizen. No dictatorship. And God, the God of Israel, I will show him, is the God of liberty and neutral, hates dictatorship, tyranny, as noted in Job chapter 24 verse 10, Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1, 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. To see my evidence, I have indeed defeated all the world leaders. Accessibility, including Hebraist, click on my debate 2005, 2007, 765, 65, 67 Hebrew calendar, and take a look at it. Also, to see that I am indeed anointed by God, and I have made many miracles and experienced many miracles. While you are on Hebraist Bethlehem, click on my Hebraist miracles, sign of believers like this, and take a look at it. Also, to see my divine visions, I have 30 fulfilled divine visions. While you are at Hebraist Bethlehem, click on my divine visions and take a look at it. To see how their healthcare law is a dictatorship which forces American citizens, not all of them, some of them, to give a free cash to the insurance industry for which they don't get any return, any benefit. When you are at Hebraist Bethlehem, click on, you should be aware of. Then click on their healthcare law is a dictatorship in America. You'll get it in there. Don't forget to watch Ministers of Abomination video I have uploaded. For the evidence to see that I am married to you, and for the Pemstrojdew and so, why do I Hebraist was click on Mekbib and Pemstrojdew Adgehs marriage. You could watch my marriage video, read the term and condition of my Pemstrojdew Ketubah in Hebrew, my profile, threaded in Hebrew, and even with picture. When you access Hebraist was, if it says Hebraist ministry and social networking for Caucasian Arab girls or white ethnic girls, you have arrived in the time in which registration is required. So register, have a home page for yourself. Hebraist social networking is provided for you. Learn Hebraism. And if you aspire for Hebraist ministry or governance, I'll train you. I have defined all the male figures. I'm Dr.Mekbib. I'm the High Priest Kohen Gadol, founder of Hebraist, the Hebraist High Priest Kohen Gadol of all nations in the universe, the Hebraist High Priest Kohen Gadol, the ruler of all nations in the universe, the only man in the universe, the proud reddish in Israel American man. I have 9 titles. I'm the greatest leader of all nations in the universe, the Hebrew whom Elohim arose from the dust. Mekbib and Pemstrojdew Adgehs, the Hebraist Adgehs.